The Always Natural wig by Raquel Welch. That is what we're going to talk about today in the color Pale Gold Wheat, which is RL 14/22. Now, this particular wig is still in the box. I have not taken it out at all. All I did was open it to and peel back the paper just to take a look at the color. But that's all I've done to it. So you'll see my first impressions and you'll see what it looks like coming right out of the box. So before we get started though, I am wearing Minka by John Renaud in the color 27MB. And you can see my review on it. And by the way, I'm starting to like this more than I said in the video. So I just opened the box and here it is, still in its hairnet. Okay, let's take a look at the inside of the wig while I have it off. So at the front, you notice that it is not a lace front. So this is just a felt here and it has an open crown. There is some permatease up here in this area. When I say open crown, I mean open front. So there's permatease at the crown. The back is all open wefts. For the ear tabs, they are kind of on the small side, but they're covered with a little bit of felt, not much. And they do have a piece of metal in here that bends some. Now, as for the back, we do have some Velcro tabs that will go ahead and let you size it a little bit. There is not an extended nape. So that's about what it is for the wig. So let's see. Right out of the box, it is very curly, you know, and it's funny because in the product photo, it shows Raquel wearing it very straight. Now, this is a synthetic heat defiant fiber. So you can go ahead and straighten it out and everything, but don't expect it to look straight as you take it out of the box, obviously. All right, so let me go ahead and put on this wig and we'll take another look at it. Well, here it is in all its glory. Now, this is listed as an average size wig for the wig cap. I beg to differ. While I am just on the large size of average, this is giving me very little coverage. The ear tabs are way up here. And I can feel the back riding up a little bit. Now, it's not anything that I couldn't take care of in back by adding a comb. You know, I could do that. And the ear tabs, my natural hair color with what little I have left is kind of this color. So I'm not too terribly worried about that hair peeking out so much. So I can live with it. So here it is. I haven't fluffed it other than what you've seen me looking at it in the camera here. So let me go ahead and give you a 360 real fast. So this is the left side. Way back. The right side. And of course the front. Now overall, I really do like this style. So, and I think I'm going to keep it curly, but I suspect that after a few days, the curl is going to relax. So I don't know what's going to happen there. Now, as you see that it is not a monotop, so it's got the crisscrosses and everything, so we really have to kind of keep that. Like I said, no lace front, no monofilament, which is a departure for me because traditionally I like monofilament. Tell you some of the specs. Well, the weight on this wig is 4.75 ounces, and I think that's probably about right. It doesn't feel terribly heavy on my head, so I don't think I'm going to have a problem with wearing it, and I can see how it's, you know, even as I'm combing it, it's starting to, you know, get the curls, get longer. Like I said, this is a heat-defiant fiber, and the cap construction is what they call a memory cap too. So it could be that as I wear this, it's going to mold to my head better and give me better coverage. I don't think there's much hope for my sides, especially there's such a lack of ear tabs on this one. My back, I think, might be okay because it's starting to settle in just a little bit. So not to worry on that. But anyway, the hair, of course, is very layered. And the length is supposed to be long. But the bang is 6.5 inches. So that's quite a long bang. But it's meant to be swept off to the side, so that's okay. The crown is 9.5 inches. The sides are 8 inches. And the nape is 13 inches, which I can believe because this is a pretty long wig. Now, as far as shine, there isn't a whole lot of shine. It looks fairly natural, and that's kind of to be expected with a heat-defiant fiber. I haven't owned a heat-defiant wig yet. I've just owned synthetic wigs, and I've owned natural hair toppers. So this is my first adventure into heat-defiant. And I know that heat-defiant fibers can be kind of tricky to maintain. So we'll see how this gets, how it is after a little while. So I'll have to do a follow-up video and explain if, the cap is feeling better and if I've got any more coverage here, which I seriously doubt because as I pull on this, there's no give. Overall, I like the style. While I'm not a huge fan of permatease, there's not enough that's going to bother me. The color I like. This is actually kind of a color that my natural hair was. So it's a pale gold wheat, and in the product photo, to me, it looked a little bit different than this, but I like this color actually better than I like the product photo. So let's go ahead and give it a little closer look. It seems like it's pretty well shaded. I mean, it doesn't have a root or anything like that, but it doesn't have any super obvious highlights either. So if you want a more blended color, I think this is a good one. If you're a big fan of rooting, it doesn't have it. So just be aware of that. In playing with this, and I'm using my fingers right now instead of a comb just to, so as not to snag things too much. I like the overall style. Now that I have kind of combed it out a little bit with my fingers, and it's just the finger combing, I'll do another 360 so you can see this. So this is the left side, the back with the tag, right side, and front again. But in reviewing this Always Natural wig by Raquel Welch, I like the color. I like the style. It suits me, I think. The cap, I think, has a little bit to be desired as far as size goes. Like I said, it's listed as average. And my head is not large. It's just on the large side of average. Like it's 22 3/4. So it's, not a large. But the coverage is not great. Anyway, here's the review by the Always Natural wig by Raquel Welch. If this review has been useful for you, go ahead and press the like button and go ahead and subscribe. So this is Gail signing out saying I hope that you have enjoyed this and have a beautiful day.